Whoops. Sorry. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Today we will be reviewing Season 8 of The Big Bang Theory. This review won't be coming for a while. I don't even know why I'm saying that in this video, but anyway, you guys will see this a little bit further down the road because these seasons will be spread out fewer and further between now, unfortunately, but I know I'm just rambling kind of, but anyhow, this season starts out with Sheldon coming back from his not really coming back willingly from his train trip, but all of his belongings were stolen, so he ends up having to come back. So that's kind of unfortunate for him, but he calls Leonard instead of Amy, and Amy gets upset about that due to the fact that she thinks that she should be the one to go and get him, but he didn't call her because he didn't want her to see him fail. So clearly Sheldon and Amy's relationship is growing stronger now in this season as opposed to previous seasons. Sheldon's actually gaining some sort of affection towards Amy, as opposed to he's beginning to understand the actual he's beginning to understand human relationships, I guess, a little bit better as opposed to previous seasons, because I know he kind of found that stuff a little odd earlier on, but anyhow, now he's beginning to understand it a bit better. Stuart is still living with Howard's mother. He's actually moved in there full time now, so I guess Howard kind of feels a little bit threatened by that, as his mother's kind of taken in like a new son type of thing. Several times throughout the season, Howard gets annoyed and says that tries kicking Stuart out, but it doesn't end up working out in the end. He ends up just kind of feeling guilty. So one of the bigger things that happens in this season is Stuart is able to reopen his comic book store with the money that Howard's mother gave him. Unfortunately, in this season, Howard's mother passes away due to the actual actress who played Howard's mother. I believe she actually did pass away in that season for real. Just hold on a second here. I will find out, because I believe she actually did. Yes, she actually did pass away during that season, unfortunately. So Howard's mother passes away in this season, so that was kind of a sad, definitely one of the sadder moments in this season. Raj is still dating Emily. He finds out she's definitely a different person, she has her quirks to her, I guess. She's definitely Raj's like totally polar opposite. So they kind of actually work well together, I think. Maybe some people disagree with me on that, but I think they work well together as a couple. Leonard and Penny finally decide to go to Vegas to get married after waiting for a full year. Another big moment in this season, I would say, is definitely Leonard's mother and Sheldon's mother meeting for the first time, because they end up totally disagreeing on things, which is kind of funny, because it's almost like watching Leonard and Sheldon argue. It's kind of the same thing, but just on a different topic. So that was definitely one of the bigger moments in this season. And the very last episode, they're all kind of, when Leonard and Penny go to get married, they're all kind of like, I guess you could call it like deciding on their commitments to one another. Anyway, at the very end of the episode, Sheldon is on the web chat with Amy, and Amy says to him that she has to take a little bit of a break and assess their relationship. And then Sheldon turns this golem figure around on his desk after she hangs up and says, "You know a lot about rings, what should I do with this one?" And he opens his drawer and pulls out an engagement ring. So that was definitely a sad moment, because clearly he's actually fallen in love with her now, and he was planning on proposing. So he kind of got that news, and that's definitely not good for Sheldon, seeing as he's finally found somebody that makes him happy. And yeah, it just sucks for Sheldon because it took him 8 seasons to finally figure out human interactions and find a connection with somebody like that on that level. So it is unfortunate. Raj almost gets cut off from his family, but kind of plays into his parents. He deceives his parents by making them think that they're doing something else that they're not. So he ends up just getting money from both of them in the end. It turns out that Penny is now making more money than Leonard, so that ends up making him a bit jealous, I guess, in a sense. I think that was pretty much it for big moments in this season. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh yes, Howard got to throw the first pitch at the Astros game. I think it was the Astros anyway. He got to throw the first pitch at a baseball game. I believe it was either the Astros or the Angels. Forgive me if I got that wrong, but yeah. Anyway, he ends up throwing it with the Mars rover, which was a mistake because clearly the Mars rover moves way too slow. And obviously Howard, if you've seen this season, doesn't know how to pitch very well. One of the things that happens in the season is Howard finally realizing that sometimes Bernadette sounds like his mother when she gets mad. I know in previous seasons he said some things when she sounded like that made everybody kind of go, ugh, because they already realized it, but he didn't. So him finally realizing that was a key to this season. What else is there? I think that was about it, other than maybe the ping pong match where Howard has to get rid of his, I believe it's called the TARDIS from Doctor Who. I don't watch Doctor Who, so I might be getting that wrong as well. But I believe it's called the TARDIS that he has to get rid of, and Amy ends up putting it in her house to try to get Sheldon into her bedroom, but it ends up just being like a door. Because I believe that Doctor Who time travels, so he just pretends like he's time traveling all the time. So it was actually a mistake on Amy's part, which is actually kind of funny. And I think that covers everything now. Oh, maybe I guess Penny has kind of a different hair, or she definitely got her hair chopped off in this season, as you can see. So she has a different hairstyle. I guess she goes back to the longer hair in the 9th season. I think maybe she did that for a specific role or something she was going into during that season. Or maybe just for her actual wedding, because I know she was married for a period of time. I looked it up. I don't think she's still married to the same guy. So anyhow, I think that's all I have to say about this season. I know for seasons, I'll just do like a series review and rate it at the end when I'm done the whole series. But I'm going to have to go out and buy a couple of the other seasons to complete this one, because there's 12 seasons and I only have up to 9. So, yeah. But please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.